What's going on, you guys? We're finally back with another stream. It's been about a week, and I keep saying I want streaming to be like a regular thing for me this year, and I'm at like a 1 stream per week pace, which is probably not what you want when you're looking to be consistent. Can we all hear me? Can we all see me? I feel like I always gotta make sure everything's actually working correctly. Let me turn this music down a touch. I still haven't gotten around to making like one of those, start of the stream, like chatting, I don't know, overlays, I guess you'd call it. So you're kind of stuck with me in the top corner with us just sitting on the game screen for now. So what's going on, you guys? You ready for some Cubs March to October? Might not be something that a lot of people were expecting, with me being someone who has a lot of White Sox content on the channel, but here we are. Everything seems good. You can hear me and see me. Perfect. I'm still always apprehensive when I start a stream, because I don't have many under my belt. I think this is my 5th stream now. So it's like, I'm ready for something to break down at any second, but so far, so good. As a Sox fan, go Cubs go in the context of this, of course. Go Cubs go. But yeah, actually, or what do I want to say here? How do I want to say it? Because I feel like, sometimes the Cubs-Sox rivalry is a little intense, and I want to, tiptoe around that. Because this is a Cubs-focused stream. This is a Cubs-focused series. I want Cubs fans to feel welcome, so I don't want to, go around saying anything that I shouldn't be. But yeah, if you guys missed my newest episode of the White Sox March to October, I said at the beginning I wanted to start some streaming with some new teams in March to October. I spun a wheel of all 29 teams, and we landed on the Cubs, so we're staying in Chicago. I didn't do a great job of explaining it in the video itself, but this isn't like starting a new multi-season March to October situation. The plan is just to do one season with the Cubs, win the World Series, because that's what we do, and then we'll get it started over again with a new team. I don't want to like commit to saying that I'm gonna do a March to October with every single team, because that is a big commitment to say that, but I do kind of want to have a few new March to Octobers. I thought about keeping my newest one here to a team I've never used in March to October. And if you've been around for a bit, or you look back on my channel, I have used the Cubs before. So in terms of a team in March to October, this technically isn't something brand new, but I think that was back on MLB 21. The whole premise of that was like a last ride situation with the Rizzo, the Baez, the Bryant Cubs. And obviously the Cubs don't look like that anymore. So I guess I'm ready to go. There's not really much reason to keep stalling. We're ready to get started with this Cubs March to October. They're in the contenders category, so they're projected at 83 plus wins to start. We are at the bottom of that contenders category, right in the middle here, 15th overall ranked. Before I hopped on the mode here, I did click to load the live rosters. I don't know if that's going to do anything. I don't know if all the March to October rosters are just kind of how they are by default, but if we actually get the live ones, which I don't know. I mean, I probably should know more about the Cubs, but I don't know what difference that would make, having the original default rosters versus the completely updated current live rosters, but I'm going to try to have as live of one as I can. So, I think we're ready to go. I got to pick my difficulty first, which of course we're going to Legend. We're always on Legend difficulty when it comes to March to October. How do you do the live rosters? I would back out and show you, but I don't want to like mess anything up just in case. But like back on the main menu at the top right of the screen, there's it might be like the furthest right option. And if you click on that, I think it drops down saying file management. And then when you click on that, you can click on rosters, or no, you click on load, and then you click on rosters, and then you can click load live roster. I'm doing this all by memory, so I think I gave you a good rundown there. Again, like I said, I would go back and show you, but I'm worried that it might mess things up if we have anything to mess up. I probably just won't have the Japanese rookie, forgot his name, that's Shota Imanaga, right? But yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I knew there was some reason why the live rosters would matter, and I couldn't think of the specific reason, but that's it. So if the live roster is live, actually no, we might not, because he didn't pitch until recently, and I don't know if they've updated the roster. Anyway, I guess we might not have him, but that's fine. That's fine. So let's get it going here. Let's get things going. I'm gonna mute this music because we normally yeah, okay, I was confused because I muted it on stream, but I still hear it, but we're good. But yeah, normally you get that intro video, so let's sit back, let's watch this intro video, let's see what they have to say about the National League Central, and more specifically the Chicago Cubs. So we're ready to start this March to October, let's go.
Intrigue abounds in the National League Central, where each team sits at their own unique crossroads. The Cubs just missed out on a postseason spot a year ago, but may just be the favorite thanks to their moves both on and off the field. Some of those changes were at the expense of their rival Brewers. Milwaukee pulled away to win the Central for the second time in 3 years, but need more offensive consistency if they want to make it 3 out of 4. The Reds were a feel-good surprise in 23, highlighted by Ellie De La Cruz. They played an exciting brand of baseball that kept them in contention until the final days. Can they continue to build on that success and challenge for a division title in 24? Pittsburgh stunned the baseball world by winning 20 games in April, but a long fade led them to an 8th straight losing season. There are some pieces to build upon, and getting above 500 is a solid goal. And what of the Cardinals? Long a division standard bearer, the Redbirds finished at the bottom of the division for the first time since 1990. This is a franchise that is built to contend.
I hope the game audio is long or loud enough, because like I'm kind of just sitting here, and if it's quiet, it's going to be pretty quiet. I didn't even think about that. But all right, we're ready to go. Yeah, they pretty much just said how I feel about the NL Central, which is like it's kind of wide open. Like I could consider the NL Central to be maybe the most exciting division in baseball, not because it's the best, but because you've got a lot of teams that I feel like could contend. Like you can't really count anybody out, especially like the Pirates. They're off to a super hot start to start this season. I feel like you can never count out the Cardinals, at least I'm not ready to, because they always feel like they're a threat, no matter how bad they look on paper. Kind of the same with the Brewers, really. Like, they don't look as good as they've looked, but they're the Brewers. They seem to always put together a decent record with not crazy impressive teams. But here we are. It's opening day in Texas, taking on the reigning World Series champions. This was a fun game in real life to watch. I watched this one, and Cubs lost, but we're looking to make that different here. We've got some preseason projections. They project us at 82 and 80 to start. And we've got Nico Horner projected to lead an average at only 274. Morel to lead an OPS at only 786. I think we can beat these numbers. We got to face DeGrom right away. This is actually something I don't mind about how the rosters seem to work this year. Is all the players that are like injured to start the year in the past, they're always like stuck in AAA in March to October. But this year it seems like they're just on the team and ready to go. Which that kind of sucks for us right now, because that means I have to lock in and hit DeGrom. But, yeah. You're a Cardinals fan. Cubs are an L. I think you said an L. It's kind of like blocking that last word. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that, because like you kind of disqualified yourself by calling yourself a Cardinals fan. I can really be a Cardinals hater right now, right? Because this is a Cubs-focused stream. I don't know, man. I've never really liked the Cardinals, but now that they're not like that great anymore and they actually had a bad season, I feel like you don't really have to hate on them much. We're down 3-0 to start. I didn't even really realize that. I feel like usually these opening day games, you come in and it's like tied 0-0. So I got to make a 3-run comeback against Jacob deGrom, who's only 46 pitches deep. I feel like I got to focus here. Like I feel like I can't just ramble on about all the thoughts going through my head right now about this team and this roster and everything, because like I got to hit Jacob deGrom. We drew a walk, though, right away. That's a good start. Morel's got 79 speed over there on first. And for a quick second, I thought I did something there, but no, didn't get enough of it. We're going to take a look at these rosters, though, after this first game. Normally what I like to do is just kind of go right in, cold open, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like just go in, not knowing anything, play this first game with the lineup we have in. Is that really going to be a double play? Okay, no, we beat it out, but I thought that was going to be a base hit. But yeah, after this first game, we'll do a bit of a deep dive into the roster. We'll fix up our trade management screen, look at who we might want to target in trades. It's kind of just going to be like your typical March to October from me, except nothing's going to be edited because it's all live. And I'm behind that. So nothing doing in the first, or sixth, but my first against DeGrom. This is not going to be an easy start to the season. One of the worst records in Cardinals history last year. That's kind of why I feel like my dislike of the Cardinals has calmed down going into this season. Because it's like they had, what? It was like 15 years in a row of winning records, and now that's finally broken. Honestly, I think my... Oh, no, you're not blue yet. I forgot to do that. After last stream, so hang on a second. Let's see if I can do this live. Okay, hang on. There's an icon here that's kind of blocking it for me, and it's making it a little frustrating. Okay, you know what? I don't know how to describe it, but those little reaction things, those little hearts you can send in, whatever that does, it's like blocking my ability to click on the edit button in the chat right now. So I'm just going to wait until a couple more chats come in, and then I can mess around with this.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And the pitch.
You know, I forgot to look back on it, but has there been any word on Justin Steele and his injury? Because I was watching when he got hurt, and then I just, like, never followed up looking into how serious it was. And there we go. He's picking up a punch-out. I guess I should make sure we have who we want warming up and ready to go in the bullpen. Because, you know, Steele has given up 3 runs here. We've got... Oh, it looks like our lefty situation isn't great. You know what? Yeah, let's just switch it to Drew Smiley here so we can have a little bit better of a lefty. There you go. Thanks, guys. Couple more chats coming in. Now I can, or can I? I don't know. Hang on, before I get a pitch clock violation. I thought this was going to be easy, Kevin. I thought I was just going to be able to click a few buttons, turn your name blue, make you a mod, make you the enforcer of the stream, but I'm trying to click on these options here and just nothing's happening. So this might be something I got to deal with afterwards. Yeah, seems like I can't really do it. All right, we'll figure that out later. Grade 1 strain. He's already throwing long toss, so you don't think he's out. Oh, and I still get my pitch clock violation. Great. Focus me. But is what I'm getting out of that, he'll be out until about May.
That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball.
Fortunately for us, in March to October, there's no injuries. So we don't have to deal with that at all. March to October, you see pitchers pitching like 8 innings a game. They'll rack up 250 innings a season. This is old school baseball right here in this mode. Come on, Bellinger. Silver fielding in center. Okay. We're uncovering bits and pieces about this roster just through what we've seen so far. I thought Bellinger was going to have a little bit better fielding. I guess I should have known, though. These ratings are pretty similar to, like, live series ratings in Diamond Dynasty. There we go. Oh, what are we doing? Why am I seeing this? Hang on, what? What settings am I on? I didn't change anything. All right, well, let's just... I don't know, maybe something just slipped through the cracks here and it gave me a tutorial. But everything looks right settings-wise. I was going to say, my PCI looked normal, so... I don't know.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter.
Yeah, a month? Okay.
And that's exactly what you want on the mound.
I mean, that sucks, though.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's
Dude, I'm not having fun facing DeGrom. DeGrom is like my kryptonite. He has always been the guy who I've had the toughest time facing ever. Ever since MLB 21, actually, I should say. There was that one ridiculous DeGrom card, and I couldn't hit it, and I saw it like every game, so you'd think I'd get better at hitting him, and I didn't. And now we're here. 3 years later. There we go, though. Bellinger to the gap. We're not going to get two on that. I thought he hit it harder. That's fine. That's a start. Look at how tiny this PCI is, though, man. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? That's going to drop in. I got to stay at second, though. I feel like that's Garcia out there. He's got an arm. Hey, we got something cooking, though. Hurts the fantasy squad. Yeah, that would. That would. I've got, I don't have a fantasy team, but I've got a best ball team within DraftKings going on. I already have a couple injuries we're dealing with. Josh Young, that's the one that hurts. He, like, fractured his wrist, and he was my highest scoring player so far. 48, no, DeGrom was a monster. He was. Not in a good way for me. Oh, dude, come on. I got a round on that. We got to get the PCI up there. He's giving me some pitches to hit. He really is. I need to actually hit him. All right, Ian Happ. This is a dude I'm familiar with. He's got a good swing. How long have I been playing that I'm this good with a PCI? Dude, I still feel like, oh, there we go. Well, I was going to downplay how good I am with a PCI, and then I hit a perfect, so, like, maybe I shouldn't. I still feel like I'm not that great. Like, I still miss plenty of PCIs, but, I've been playing MLB The Show since 09, but I didn't actually turn on zone hitting with a PCI until either 15 or 16. All right, we got DeGrom out of the game, though. Put up a run on him. Got him out of the game. We're going to have the go-ahead run coming up. This is not a bad situation. Who's coming in here? Josh Spores. We can handle Josh Spores. What does he throw? Slider, four-seam, slurve. Morel's up. Morel's going to do some damage. Probably should have been ready for a damage on that pitch. Okay, we held up. We're good. Come on, man. We need a big swing. I'm locked in. No, we're getting lucky with these check swings. I don't always get lucky with these. Oh, we got another one. Dude, there's no way that I'm sitting at a 3-1 count with 3 check swings successful. I'm meant to come through in this at-bat. Come on, that's got to drop in, right? It's not going to hang up for him, right? There we go. All right, another base hit. Cut the lead down to 1. We're still going here. Hang on. Let me wait until the situation's a little less stressful to answer that question, because I feel like that requires a bit of thought. All right. Wait him out. I just want one more base hit. Let's tie the game. He's scared. He's throwing that slider and slurve away. I'll lay off on that. Okay, that's fine. I didn't want to swing. I was way out in front, wanted to check, but it's foul. We can take off here. 3-2, 2 outs. And no, we're not hitting the pitcher wall. Not when that was the tying run. It's fine. We still have 2 innings left to do this. We got 2 runs. we stay at this pace, keep playing well, we'll be fine. All right, so you're saying the first MLB The Show game you played was 14, and you loved it. What one is my favorite? So it's actually kind of funny that 14 was like your go-to game, because that was like the one game that I didn't get. We still got a lot of energy with Steele. I'm gonna leave him in, but yeah, I don't really remember exactly why. I used to get games like not when they were brand new. I used to kind of get them used a couple months down the line, so maybe that's just why I somehow never ended up getting 14. So like I don't know anything about 14, but my favorite I feel like is 19, because I feel like that was just when I was the best that I've been at MLB The Show. Like I don't know if there's been a year where I've been better at the game itself than 19. So I think that's kind of why for me.
Just off the outside edge, ball one. Nobody out, runner at first. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That's a great take right there, even though it's a strike.
Oh, he's taking, or is this their hit and run? Yeah, that was their hit and run. Actually, hang on a second. I just realized I forgot. I've got it set up. I'm supposed to be down here when we're playing the game, because then you guys can actually see the base runners out there. What year did I pull Trout and KB? Because that's got to be the game. No, that was all the way back in 16. And I don't know. A lot of people love MLB 16. I don't really like it as much as a lot of people seem to. But I mean, that was the one. I pulled Trout. Didn't really know that it was that good of a pull at the time. And then Chris Bryant got updated to a diamond later. You think the Cubs are going to win the World Series in 2027? Why that year specifically? Man, Kevin, you remember things about me that I don't even remember. Was that really from the same pack? Because I forgot about that. You missed the old Road to the Show in 20 before they changed it to the way it is now. I haven't touched it yet this year. I know they disconnected it from Diamond Dynasty, but I don't know. Does it work like the same progression-wise? Because I miss it from way back in the day where you got training points and you had to like train the different aspects of your game. I'm not even talking like bump up an attribute. I'm talking like you had to go into a training screen. I don't know why I keep getting these tutorials here. But you had to go into a training screen and say like, I'm going to hit the weights today. And then that would upgrade your power. That's the Road to the Show that I miss. And then you had like monthly goals. It was like hit over 300 in a month, draw a bunch of walks, hit a couple home runs, and if you did those, you get training point boosts. I think every at bat had a goal. So it was like, you know, this at bat, you can just swing away. Or if there was like a runner on second, it'd be like drive in the run and you get a couple extra training points if you do. Was Bryant actually a diamond in that pack? Because I remember it being pulling Bryant when he was still like a gold or something, and then he got upgraded. But maybe I'm thinking about Corey Seager. Because I feel like that happened in that game too. Where I had Seager on my team, and then he got bumped up to a diamond later. But hey, Justin Steele gives us 7. We're still only down 1. That was probably going to be my last inning with him. You can't even sim now in it? Really? I don't know, man. At the end of last year, you know, when I was just kind of waiting. I say last year. I mean, like, at the end of MLB 23, when I was just kind of waiting for the new game to come out. I played some Road to the Show for the first time in years, and I had fun with it. But I think that's just purely because the concept of Road to the Show is fun. Because, like, the mode itself, compared to what it used to be, was nowhere near as good. But the fact that I was still having fun in the mode just kind of made me be like, man, I wish that they actually, you know, kept it good. And kept this mode good, because like the premise is still fun. I want to have fun in that mode. That was the whole reason I got the game in the first place, I think. Like back in 09. He was the lowest diamond because it was after, oh yeah, after Rookie of the Year. That would make sense. That was also back when diamonds were like 93 overall, right? Like if you were a 92, you were still a gold. That was weird times. Ah, I thought that was a good pitch to swing at. I worked it to 3-1, got what I thought was my pitch, and I wasn't around on it. 87 mile per hour slider. Oh, and now I'm popping everything up. This is not how we wanted to follow up that good last inning. I want to go deep with somebody. I want to hit an absolute moonshot. Let's do it with Suzuki.
First pitch, and he just misses.
That was not a good swing. I don't know why I felt like I was on that. Definitely wasn't. Okay, and then that stayed in the zone. Come on. All right, see you, Kevin. I might not, well, I don't know how long it takes you to get home. I'll probably still be on. Is that going to stay fair? Oh, it is, and it's going to get caught. I don't know, but that reminds me. I don't think I mentioned it. I plan on being live for, well, I guess we've been up for about a half an hour now, so probably only about an hour and a half to 2 hours from now. Planning on, you know, only this stream. I don't want to leave stealing. I was planning on this stream being like 2 to 2.5 hours ish. Just for anybody who might be curious. We're going to bring in Hector Neris here, setup guy. Not like he's setting up for a save, but we got to keep them right where they're at. And then also, since this is like an actual series, I mean, every stream of mine goes up like as a replay. Sometimes they're just weird though. Like I'm still figuring out how like the stream replays work, because it seems like you can watch them as soon as the stream's done, but I also feel like it kind of like processes it for a while, and then after it's done processing, that's when it tells me like it's actually up and ready to go. But it doesn't make sense because people are already watching the replay. But one of the frustrating things, man, is like when it is finally done processing the stream replay, it'll be like middle of the night, I'll be asleep, so I can't do anything about it, but it just automatically puts an insane amount of ads. Like I go back and change it, and the auto ads that it puts on, there's like one every like 3.5 to 4 minutes. I don't want that. I don't want to give you guys a horrible viewing experience and you got to stop and watch an ad every couple minutes. It's terrible. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know how to fix it. But yeah, I guess what I'm saying is this stream is going to be available as a replay later on too, if you miss a portion of it or anything. Will I be doing a March to October for the worst team in the MLB like I did last year? I am. The Chicago White Sox are the 30th ranked team in this game. So my White Sox March to October, 11 episodes in right now. That's my worst team March to October. That's my worst to first this year. This splitter's got insane break, but it feels like it just doesn't get the swings. There we go. All right. Clean 8th inning. We keep it right where they're at. Now we got to do it. This is it. This is our last shot. Top 9, down 1. We've got the heart of the order coming up. And whoever their closer is, because I don't quite remember. Who do we got? Is it Leclerc? He gets himself a special entrance. He looks nervous, if you ask me. He looks like he's not going to be able to get the job done. Dude, I'm not going to lie, you guys. I've got a very itchy nose right now. Like, it just started itching, but I don't want to sit here looking like I'm digging for gold. So I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of has to be a 2-for-1 because they are the worst team. Like, if you go to the bottom of the rankings, they're 30th. So, I mean, I will say, like, before I knew that they were the worst team, did I really just take strike 3? I thought that was going to break outside. I thought I had a good eye. But yeah, before I knew who the worst team was going to be, I was already planning on doing the White Sox, so it kind of just worked out that they were also the worst team. Do I want Wisdom up here, actually? Do I want to see who we have on the bench? I know Wisdom's got a lot of power, but I don't know if I want 39 contact here. I don't know, though. Best we can do is 66 contact. I don't know if that's worth, like, 50 less power. We'll stick with Wisdom. Maybe he can do it with one swing.
Time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Wisdom. The next to hit takes ball 1. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth.
Oh, dude. Oh, what did I think that was? Look at the timing. I just dropped the PCI way too far. Oh, and I'm there. What? What was my timing? I was actually that late? Oh, no, I'm way off here. There we go. Just do more of that. Just put me on for free. That might be what I need. All right. All right. He might be doing it. 3-2 count. That's a tough one. It's all good. It's all good.
First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side. Swanson stands in with 2.
You're doing a White Sox rebuild right now, and you got a third base generational player. That's lucky. Oh, dude, I can't be late on that.
Kicks and deals.
Oh, that was it. That was the pitch, and I'm too early on it. I can't time up Leclerc, it seems like. Down to our last strike on opening day.
Just 1 strike away.
Still alive.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Okay, we get the check swing. I'm lucky.
Last thing he wants to do is put the time.
We're making him work. 16 pitches it's about to be. And I don't need to swing at that, dude. I worked 2 straight 3-2 counts where he throws what would have been ball 4 if I just laid off and I swung at it. Have I done anything in franchise mode this year, or am I more into March to October? I haven't done anything in franchise yet. I don't know if I would say I'm more into March to October. It's just kind of like I enjoy making content around March to October more. Like, I find it a little bit more difficult to make content around franchise, but if I was good at making franchise videos, I probably would, because franchise is probably more fun of a game mode, especially with the additions they made. So I will have to check into that at some time. But we lost. We lost on opening day. Unfortunate, difficult situation they put me in right away. We were down 3. Thought I was going to be making a comeback, had a good 7th, and we couldn't get anything else going. So we're starting the season 0-1, and we're starting with negative momentum right away. So we're going to need a quick turnaround here to make sure this doesn't go downhill super quick. Actually, hang on here. Hang on. Look at that. I'm on top of the ball here. I'm on top of things, and we are. We're going to be playing Game 2, win to even up our opening series. All right, so we are going to be tied at 3. And we're going to get into it here. We're going to take a look at the rosters here. But, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. My nose is so itchy right now. Give me a second to fix that. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just, turn that guy off. And we're going to turn the mic off. And I'm going to fix my issue. All right, we're back. We're good. I feel like my eyes are watering now, but that's better than an itchy nose. You would watch a franchise mode if I made one? Well, thanks, first of all. But I don't know, man. I tried last year. I tried turning the Nationals March to October into a franchise, and I was all excited for it, and it just, is like every style I tried when it came to, making videos, I just feel like it wasn't good. I mean, there were people that watched it. I'm sure there were people that enjoyed it, so I kind of feel bad that I don't really want to make videos on franchise right now for the people that did enjoy it, but I need to feel good about it, and I didn't feel good about it. So let's go. Let's see what we're looking like as a team right here. And look at this. Look at this team. I don't know if it's just because I got so used to how bad the White Sox are in that March to October, but this team looks world-beating. This team looks insane. We've got 6 80-plus overalls in the starting lineup, and then Hap one below at a 79. Seems like our weak spots are probably catcher and first base. Yan Gomes, this is the last year of his contract. Hitting-wise, he's actually fine. Good contact. We got Miguel Amaya, B potential. He'll probably progress pretty decently. Okay, so maybe we don't really need catching. We've got Madrigal on the bench. He's got good fielding, actually. 93. I kind of thought his fielding looks a little rough when I've seen him play, but maybe not. What about against lefties? It looks like, yeah, the lineup doesn't change except for some positions, which that doesn't make sense. If everybody is the same, if the starting nine is the same, why are we switching up positions? We've got, yeah, we probably want Morel playing third, right? I mean, it's not like it's a big difference, but Morel's got a little bit better fielding with a much better arm, so I'm going to go ahead, we'll make that change. Have Morel be playing third all the time. What was the other difference here? I think it was just batting order. So how do we want to structure this batting order? What do we want going on here? I kind of always like Hap leading off, especially against righties. He's got good enough contact, 99 discipline. He's going to get on base all the time. Kind of like that. What else here? What about Suzuki? He looks solid as a two-hitter. We could probably keep Bellinger there. Wisdom there. Actually, Wisdom's got more power. We can leave Wisdom batting cleanup. Probably swap them to... I think that looks fine to me. I think we keep Madrigal on the bench, probably. 'Cause I'd rather have Morel's hitting than Madrigal's fielding, probably. Even though Madrigal's got good enough contact. It's not like he's terrible. Yeah, okay, we're good with that. Against lefties, then. Nico Horner with all that contact. Probably better than Hap. Kind of same with Suzuki. He's good as a two-hitter. Bellinger's got reverse splits. Wisdom's 99 power. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good keeping this like this. Michael Busch is just the starting first baseman all time. How old am I? Your guess is 23. Very close. 24. I'm glad I actually look somewhat my age. It's everybody's worry that they look older than they are, so I'm glad you guessed 23. Unless that was just your polite guess. All right, I think our lineup looks good. Starting pitching, we've got, okay, we could upgrade that a little bit. There is no Shota, so he's not on the rosters. I don't know if that's just because he's not on the rosters yet at all, or if the whole loading of the live rosters didn't actually do anything. Bullpen on every team is always going to be a spot we can upgrade, so we could probably focus on the pitching when it comes to setting up our trade management. I mean, we could also look for a better first baseman, but I don't even know. Like, Michael Busch doesn't look all that bad. I don't know. Again, that could just be throwing me off with how bad the White Sox are, but like all his hitting attributes are over a 50. He'll do fine. I'm thinking we kind of just focus on pitching to start. Couple starters, couple relievers maybe. You're 19 and most people think you're 22, so you wish someone thought, well, okay, that's not that bad. It's not that bad, I guess. When you're, younger, but people think you look slightly older. I feel like everybody kind of wants to look in their low to mid 20s. Like back when I was 18, 19 years old, if somebody told me I was 22, I'd be like, all right, I'll take that. All right, so what do we want to set up here? We'll just load up on pitching, left-handed, right-handed pitchers. And then this is what's gonna take some time. This is what I usually am able to edit out of March to October's or do in between episodes, but we gotta watch the whole thing here. We gotta watch me go through all these teams, see what would be good trade targets. Actually, right away, probably not him because he's a rental. Tanner Houck, though, would they give him up? Red Sox aren't really competing. Let's throw him on there. I mean, I got to remind myself, this is only a one-year deal. I'm not looking for the future. But Tanner Houck is good now. So, I mean, that would help us. He's a B potential. He'll keep getting better throughout the season. I feel like 75 overall is realistic. So that's a good first addition. Be kind of fun to bring Stroman back, but I doubt that would be a trade that would make any sense. I don't know. I always kind of like to target, obviously, well, let's just throw Cease on there, because I was going to say, I kind of like to target players early on teams that aren't supposed to be good so that the trades actually make sense. Cease is a perfect option for that. Bring him back. Bring him back to the organization. On Friday, the roster should be completely caught up with the roster update that's coming to Diamond Dynasty. I mean, I guess it doesn't really help me right now, but for the future, I never know. I never know with March to October. Like, I don't know if the rosters stay default or if they update to that update that you're talking about, where it's like the first post-opening day roster update. I feel pretty good about these two options here, actually. I'm just going to go immediately into some relievers. Are we going to get Pack Attack this year? Hang tight. It's coming soon. I've started the grind on the Pack Attack account to get some stubs under my belt. I think I mentioned that I might live stream that, but then I realized that would just be boring. So we're not going to live stream that process, but it's starting. It's underway. How bad are the Tigers going to be? Could I snag an Andrew Chafin from them? I'm going to try it. We'll throw them on there. I'm surprised. Usually this process takes for a while for me to find people that I like, but we're like not even 10 teams in, and I'm already 3 of the 4 spots full. Need some righties, though. What about this Zach Jackson? Is he any good? I don't really like the pitch mix and the low control. What about Anthony Bender? I always like using him in like Battle Royale and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to throw him on. I don't know if the Marlins are going to compete in this division, in this game. So when you're scouting, if you select positional needs and then scout someone in that position, it makes their interest go up more. Yeah, that's how it works. I'm not going to be scouting, though. Since we're only focused on this one season, there's no need to scout. It'll just be a waste of time. So, yeah. I don't really feel the need to look at anybody else. I feel pretty good about all these options here to target, at least for now. Players to shop. Who do we want to shop around? What do we have down here? AJ Puck is a good lefty. He is. But do I mean, I'm already targeting one dude from that team, so I don't know if I want to target a second. We're good for now. We're good for now. We just got to figure out who to shop around. And again, since we're only focused on this one season, we can add a guy like Cade Horton to the shopping screen here because we don't need him. He's not on the 40-man. He won't get called up. He won't get a fast track. So we can see what we can get from him. Now this dude on the 40-man I will keep around because he could end up being a fast track guy. Wait, the Cubs have Edwards Jr. back? I didn't know that. I want to get him up. 94 hits per 9, 93 clutch, 5-pitch mix. We need him in our MLB bullpen. One thing you really like about this game is it's easy to do, no money spent in Diamond Dynasty. That's how it always is. I mean, especially if you're comparing it to other sports games, no money spent on this game is the way to go. Although I feel like I have seen other people saying this year that no money spent isn't as good and it's tougher to gain or to get stubs, to earn stubs than it normally is. I don't really feel that yet, but I don't know. I haven't really spent much stubs, so I just I'm stockpiling them. Do I play any other games or just MLB? Right now, just MLB. Well, actually, are you asking on the channel? Because on the channel, I haven't played a non-MLB game in like 5 years. But on my own, I'll play some other games. It's just, MLB being so new, I'm kind of just playing that right now. Dominic Smith. Think anybody would want him? I wonder if he could get called up. Oh, he's not on the 40-man. So no, he won't get called up. So we can add him there. Somebody might want him. Okay, this dude looks like a good prospect, so we'll add him. This dude looks like a good prospect too. All right, we've got some decent trade pieces here. Like, if we're not doing this, yeah, okay, PCA. That's his nickname, right? PCA. Crow Armstrong here. He's on the 40-man, so he could get called up later in the year, so we'll hang on to him. Okay, Alcantara is also on the 40-man, so we'll keep him. But yeah, look at these trade pieces we're gonna dangle out there. A potential 22 years old, Dom Smith. Not much of a potential guy, but a solid player right now. A couple more young A and B potentials. We could pull in some good trade hauls here from this group of players we're offering. Not bad. So who do we want to protect? Probably people that could get called up. So like him. Actually, yeah, I was just realizing one of the first things I said when we were looking at our roster was talking about the future of our catcher position. That's not at all correct. That's totally out the window. We don't need a future of our catcher position. It's 1 year. I keep forgetting. I keep having... The reason I'm reminding myself so much, or if it seems like I'm reminding you guys so much, is to remind myself. We're only playing 1 year. We don't have to worry about the future. So who do we want to protect? Well, probably PCA, right? We don't want him involved in any trades. Probably Alcantara too. If he can get called up at some point, that's a decent bat. We'll protect him. And I don't know who else is somebody that I don't want to see getting traded away. Honestly, I could just protect Morel. Like, I feel like he's the kind of guy that a team might ask for, and then that would be a trade I wouldn't want to do because I don't want to get rid of him. So we'll protect him. Have I ever played / watched The Last of Us? I played... I don't know how far into it I got. I would say about half of it, but I don't know that. But yeah, I stopped about halfway through. I don't know if there's ever been a game I've been more stressed while playing. And the last time I played, I got through like the most stressful part up until that point. And then I was like, I need a break. And then I just kind of ended up never going back to it. I still want to. I got to finish the game because I also haven't watched the show yet because I want to finish the game. And now that's been like years since I stopped playing, and now the show's been out for like a year, and I'm just like depriving myself from that because I won't go back and play the game yet. I think we have everything kind of set up here though. We set up our trade management. Didn't really have to change the lineup around much, but that's looking good. I think we're ready to go. Wilson Contreras is a great catcher. I agree. I feel like he's always been a little underrated though. I don't know if that's right to say. Maybe I don't know as much as I need to know to say something like that. You would for sure watch me play The Last of Us. That would be a while down the line. But if I get more into live streaming more regularly and this becomes a thing, I definitely want to expand into live streaming some other games just for fun at some point. That'd be months down the line, so don't get your hopes up yet. But one day we'll get there. You've been doing a lot of March to October, and one of the players you go to is Pete Alonso. Was it you that was telling me you got that trade for him, or was somebody else? Because if it wasn't you, then now that's two people who have said to go after Pete Alonso. I probably don't want this dude in if I can take him out. This is our 50-something overall lefty. Almonte's got terrible clutch. You know what? We can. This is March to October. They'll be instantly ready to go. Hector Neris has got 87 clutch, so we'll bring him into the game to try and get us out of this situation. Oh, there we go. Oh wait, no, we had one out. I don't know why I thought we had 2 outs and we just got out of it, but we only had the 1, so we're gonna be giving up the lead. With how into hang on, my brain's not working. With how into baseball I am. That's what I'm going with. You'd love to see how I build a team in like 2K or something. Again, I have ideas, man. I want to play other games. Like I think of that down the line. Like, man, I should play this game on stream, or I should play some 2K or something like that. But I don't really know. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's kind of like difficult to want to like branch off into other things because you just know it's not going to do as well. And I don't want to be somebody who's just focused on the numbers. But if I'm uploading things that consistently get a certain amount of views and then I do something else and it's like not even a quarter of that, I don't want to get demoralized from doing the new stuff. So I feel like I got to actually like build up to a point where I'm actually like feeling good about my streams and everything, and then I can start branching out into other games. But I mean, 2K comes out in September? So I've got plenty of time to get to that point. What's my favorite sport other than baseball? Probably football, even though I don't know much about it. Like, I don't know much about the game. I don't know much about strategies. It's fun to watch. I don't know, I feel like baseball is like the only sport that I could actually like talk about with people who know what they're talking about, you know? Like I could hang in a baseball conversation, but if somebody starts talking football at me, like I know what I'm talking about, I can't hang in that conversation. It's scary to try and make series on something I don't know a lot about. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the feeling too. I mean, if you go back, my very first videos on the channel were Madden. Don't really know what I was going for there. I always knew MLB was the game I wanted to play, but just kind of threw some Madden videos up there. All right, you're heading out, teen dad. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Dude, I can't hit Leclerc. What's going on here? There's 2 games in a row now that they've brought him in, up 1. I can't hit him. Like, I can do that fine. I'm working the counts, and then when it comes to actually putting a good swing on the ball, that's just not what I'm doing.
Next pitch downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. A 1-run lead here in the second game of the series. Fly ball down the line.
Like, that's the pitch you wait for. And I did that. What are we doing? Okay, that was a good take. And again, I'm just realizing I forgot to switch the camera back. We'll get this down. I'll get used to it. All right, I'll take a walk. Tying run on first. The 9-hole hitter flips the lineup around. I don't know. Maybe the strategy against Leclerc is just wait him out. He's throwing a lot of balls here, and then he breaks off a perfect backdoor 2-seam because of course he does.
And a good eye there. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Thought I was on that. Too early. 2 strikes again. Don't want to hit it on the ground. Actually, is that? No, it's not. It's not. All right, at least it's not a double play. There's worse swings to make. We're bringing up Suzuki. Ball in the gap. That's all we need. He'll tie this game. That was probably a good pitch to swing at. Oh my. Come on. Come on. How much energy does he have? Because he pitched game 1 too. Yeah, he's down in the yellow. We got to do something. And why can I not hit Jose Leclerc in these first 2 games? Like, that was the pitch, man. That's 2. That's 2 snowflakes. I mean, they have dropped me into a couple of decent games. Or difficult games is what I meant to say. Because we started the first one down 3. We load into this one, bottom 8. They have bases loaded with 1 out. They didn't even get a hit, and they win the game. What's one feature you wish that March to October had? If I had to, like, pick one, it would just be roster control. Like, that roster control screen from franchise mode where you can call up people, send them down, release them, all that sort of stuff. Give me that in March to October and I'll be happy. That's way too big of a snowflake here. Oh no, we don't get swept. All right, the CPU came through for me. We're taking at least 1 game from each series so far. And we don't have to worry about this. 1 season is all we're doing. There's no reason to scout. So I'm just going to back out of this immediately. And we're going to set this to auto. And yep, we're set on that. And we are going to be playing the Dodgers. So not the best start to our season. We have managed to pick up a couple wins. We still have a pretty decently sized snowflake, which isn't good. But, I mean, things could be going worse. We could be 1-9 like the Pirates. Wow. We've dropped down to 79 projected wins, though. But it looks like we're finally hopping into a moment that is actually in our favor. You swear this year in March to October they put you in tough moments? I don't know. I don't know if I feel the same. I mean, obviously these first two have been difficult for this, but thinking about my White Sox March to October, I feel like I've loaded into plenty games where I'm up and I just have to like hold the lead. Like this one. I mean, we're up 1. All we got to do is hold the lead. Looks like Christopher Morel had a home run. Let's take a look. Let's see what we're looking like here. By the way, everybody who's here right now, I feel like I should say thanks for showing up. I should actually say streamer things, right? Chat. Thanks for stopping by. You know what other streamers do on YouTube here? They ask you to hit the like button, right? So, hey, if you're enjoying yourself, hit that like button for me. So, what do we have? Christopher Morel's gone deep. We've got 5 hits on the board. Nobody's walked. Jamison Tyon's having a solid game. It looked like he was low on energy, though, right? Yeah, he doesn't have much. I might take him out. I might play it safe. We'll go to Mark Leiter Jr. We have Hector Neris ready to go after that. The rest of the bullpen, though. Look at those energies. Wow. Nobody's ready to go. Need a quick inning here. If we can save as much energy as possible, that would probably help us out.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off.
See if he's going to chase this. It's got a lot of break to it. There we go. 3-pitch strikeout of Will Smith.
Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a foul ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Next off.
That was a good pitch. We going to get another 3-pitch strikeout? Can we get another chase? Oh, dude. Mark Leiter Jr. Hang on a second. This might be the guy. Those were not chumps at the plate. Those were a couple of good hitters that he's made look like fools. I keep forgetting his primary pitch, though, is a splitter. Keep wanting to throw the fastball, and then it's a splitter. You wish that March to October was more of a manager mode and franchise was more of an owner mode? I don't know about changing March to October to like a manager mode, but I definitely wish franchise had some owner mode aspects to it. That'd be a lot of fun. I mean, still to this day, I consider owner mode on MVP 05 like one of the greatest game modes of all time in any game, not just in a baseball game. And we kept that in the zone. I think that was an immaculate inning. Was that 9 pitches, 3 punch-outs for Mark Leiter Jr.? MLB The Show 24 is a very good game, but it feels like... Dude, I'm sorry. It's covering up a word. Okay, you feel like this is the worst it's been. Still a good game, though. What do you mean, like, this is the worst it's been? Like, specifically, this time period is the worst of MLB 24? Or what are we saying? Help me understand. You know, actually, since I brought up MVP 05, that's another game that I would love to play down the line if I'm expanding to play some other games sometime. Starting up an owner mode on stream on some MVP 05, that'd be a good time. Does that say Dansby's batting 065 in his first 31 at-bats? And Yan Gomes is batting 042. Okay, I'm glad I didn't look at the stats before we got into this game. And Kershaw, buddy, calm down. Calm down. You don't need to dot me up like that.
Here's Yan Gomes. Ball 1 low.
I feel like it would help a lot if I could score at least 1 extra run here. Not just to win this game, but also I feel like that might give me like an extra momentum fireball. Oh, this is the worst game you've played? I'm assuming you mean worst MLB The Show, and you still have fun. See, I feel like I've had fun on this game, too. I wouldn't consider it the worst. You must not have been around for MLB 18, because that one, if you ask anybody who was playing this game when MLB 18 was a thing, that'll be their answer for the worst MLB The Show. Because, man, that game was rough in, like, every aspect.
And up next for Chicago, Christopher Morel. He's already homered in this game. Strike on the
Why did that delivery look so weird from Kershaw there? Look at this. He looks uncoordinated.
Kershaw deal.
Look at that. Oh, does that not look weird? It looks so weird to me. He looks like a chicken. You forgot about 18. That's the worst. All right, so you were around for 18.
At the belt and fires. Foul.
That one was it's not a great game. But again, like you said about this one, you still have fun. I still had fun on 18. Not nearly as much fun as other ones, but I still had some fun with the game.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And he deals.
There. Oh no, I don't.
Left center. Size
Don't tell me I'm too far under that. I got all excited. I haven't really driven a ball yet with this team. It's our third game here, and I'm still looking for like a good swing. That one was 106 off the bat. We just got too far under it.
Ian Happ up to hit. The Happ Daddy.
You wish they made franchise like they did in 2009, 2010. And I'm under it again with Hap. I'm trying to remember franchise that far back. It's kind of weird for me because 2009 was my first MLB The Show, but all I had at that time was PS2. So I had the PS2 version, so I don't know if it was any different. And then I remember vividly the franchise mode of MLB 09 on PS2, but I can't remember if it was the same when I got the PS3 version of MLB 10.
Right-hander back to work.
So if 09 on PS3 worked the same as 09 on PS2, that was a pretty fun franchise mode. I remember you could take out loans. you had to take out loans if you wanted to buy stuff, and then you had to pay the loans back. You could like upgrade your travel to a team jet. I think you could buy your own TV network. You sold ads in the stadium. Man, it's all coming back to me now. Because, like, I always think of MVP 05 owner mode being insanely good, but, like, MLB 09 franchise was not bad either. I'm also glossing over the fact that Leiter Jr. just struck out another batter on 3 pitches. I mean, that is 13 pitches, 13 strikes so far. That's not the pitch I want to throw.
And he's going to reset as he steps off the road.
Hey, Phillip, don't worry about being late. You're here now. That's all that matters. Another strike, dude. If I strike out Mookie also. If we add Mookie to the list on another 12-6. Oh, he fouled it off. All right, I mean, our strike streak is still intact. But it ruins our perfect 3-pitch strikeout streak. So we'll just have to take one more pitch. Mark Leiter Jr. This is the guy.
And now it's Gavin Lux.
Oh, Bellinger, don't blow this for me. You got to get there. Oh, no. Cody Bellinger. What was that in center field? He is not in mid-season form yet. He's still warming up out there because that was horrible. Cards, you're asking when is Pack Attack? Soon. I'm guessing you weren't here a little while ago when somebody else asked about it, but I finally started grinding on the Pack Attack account to earn some stubs. So that's a process we got to get through. Got to build up that inventory. Got to build up the stub count, but I'm working on it, so it'll be soon. You just got done with work. What'd you miss? We've played the first 8 games so far of the season, and we're 2-6. So we've not gotten off to a great start, but we're hoping to change that around here. We've got a 2-1 lead that we're going to be taking into the 9th inning. Just got to hold on to that. We'll pick up at least my first win in game. Make sure we got I always forget. It's definitely not Adbert, right? It's probably like Adbear. I don't know. Because I always say Luis Robert, and people say Luis Robert, and it's not Robert. But if it's not Robert, then maybe it's not Adbear. So maybe I should just call him Adbert. I don't know. Hey, don't worry, Michael. We're turning it around. We're getting it back on track.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Come on. Oh, really? Did that hit the mound and bounce towards him? I feel like that's kind of the luck we've been having. Like, I'm definitely not making as good of swings as I can make, but there when I did, that's happening.
First offering is fouled off. Ball one there. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Alex Vesia, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose.
Oh,
Strike 2.
these sliders in the zone. I don't know why that's always the toughest pitch for me to hit. I sit heat. It looks like a fastball out of his hand, and then it just drops right down the middle. And, okay, and then that one I'm chasing outside. Still working on putting together good ABs here, guys. Wow. It's a good thing we loaded into this one with a lead, because that might be my only chance. There we go. Could I have not made that take in the last at-bat? Okay, another good take. Probably both could have been called strikes, but I'm not saying anything. All right, 3-0. I'm putting the controller down. With how bad I've been swinging, no green lights here. Put me on for free. Get Bellinger up here. That's somebody I can make a good swing with. There we go. Free 4-pitch walk. Brings up the lefty. Big bat Bellinger. Nope, and then he's fooling me with that. Oh man, I feel like I just got something in my eye. We're good. We're good. Fixed. And then Bellinger goes deep. Stay fair. Don't go. Okay, it's fine. I'm smiling through the pain. We're good. Thought I finally did something. Thought I finally put a good swing on the ball. And then I strike out. All right, at least we have the lead. We just got to hang on to the lead. Good afternoon to you too, Brandon. All right. Get in here, Adbert. Pick up a save. Look at him puffing out his chest for his closer entrance. He's ready to go. It's only Shohei you got to deal with. Okay, we gotta figure out his timing. It's a bit different.
Swing and a miss, strike one. This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Fly out right field. No harm done. 2 outs to go.
Such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything.
Dude, this Dodgers lineup. Just hitter after hitter that you need to be afraid of. You got to pitch around. But you don't want to pitch around them to the point where you put them on and get the next guy up. Oh, sweeping curve is tough. Sweeping curve is a tough one to throw this year. And okay, don't throw it right down the middle. You're the Houston Astros fan? Uh-oh. We've had a Cardinals fan in here, an Astros fan in here, and these are the two teams I've said I don't like. Hope you can still find it in you to enjoy the stream. Uh-oh. We're good. No, we're good. Suzuki's going to run that down. The deep corners of Wrigley coming through there to save me. Just one more, Adbert. Let's pick up this win. There we go. Good slider. Let's go back to that one more time. See if we can get him to chase a bit. There we go. We did exactly that. Very fortunate that we loaded in with the lead there because I couldn't do anything at the plate, but we'll pick up a win. My first win. We do still get 2 fireballs. Okay, I thought we'd only get 1 since I didn't score any. All that's probably going to do is erase our snowflake because we still had some negative momentum on the board. But at least we're going to get rid of that. And we shouldn't get any more negative momentum losses in this set of simulated games. Oh, wait, now that snowflake's smaller. Okay. It was not that small after last game, so that's good. That's actually a lot better than I thought it would be then. We can win this series against the Padres. We do win this series against the Padres, and now we're playing against the Mariners. At the start of the series, we got a Christopher Morel player lock. Oh, we're all saying go teams here. Go Phillies, go Cubs, go Twins. Okay. We got some variety here. I don't know why, but I always kind of just assume with how much White Sox stuff I post that the majority of people that watch are just going to be White Sox fans also, but we've got some variety. I like it. All right, we have ourselves 5-7, but we're only a half game back because nobody in the division has a winning record. Brewers are number 1 right now at 6-7, so this is wide open. Our bad start isn't even that bad. Christopher Morel is probably one of the few players actually playing well so far. He's got 5 homers. He's batting .286. Over 1,000 on his OPS to start the year. So he's already doing good. Getting a good player lock, getting a couple pluses of performance boost would be very big for a guy like this. You hope the Phillies win the World Series this year. They have been a fun team to watch. I wouldn't mind a Phillies World Series win. All right, I'm trying to like psych myself up for this because hitter player locks have not gone well for me this year in the White Sox March to October. So don't set your expectations too high, but I'm going to do my best here. It's all I can do. Do what I can. Just we can skip this. Ever since they took, what was her name, Heidi Watney out of the game. Ever since they took her out and her pregame reports out of the game, I just skip past all that stuff. And we got a hanging slider right away, and it's just a ground out. That's not how you want to start. Now we're already probably going to be into the 4th or 5th inning. 4th inning. Down 4. Phillies are a good team this year. Hope they get a pitcher in the middle of the year to shore up the rotation. They've got some good pitching, I feel like. I mean, Wheeler, Nola, both of them coming back. I feel like people talk about Christopher Sanchez, right, as being pretty good.
The season at the Kingdom, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
There we go. That one's going to get through. All right, we're on. We got a base hit. We're not helpless. I still feel like we need a little bit more than just one base hit to actually get some kind of a plus here for performance boosts, but that's a start. Maybe they'll have me steal. Probably not right away here, though, on a 1-2 count. Oh, he's just watching strike 3. That's good. You hate the announcers in MLB 24? They're annoying. I feel like I've tuned them out. Like, I leave the commentary on, but I just kind of tuned it out for years. MVP is probably the GOAT baseball game. It's not probably. It is. It is the GOAT baseball game. Yeah, we're not gonna get anything from our base hit there. Sanchez is okay, but Suarez is great. I forgot about Suarez. Forgot about Suarez. All right. At bat number 3, we're down 6-0. We're in a hole here, so this isn't looking good for picking up a win. And it's not looking good for me because that's another 1 pitch out on a hanging slider. I could just as easily be 3 for 3 right now with these pitches I've seen with Morel so far. We're already into his 4th at bat here. We've put a couple on the board. Deficit's even bigger, though. Got to drive this run in. Hang on, this pitcher's out of energy, though. I mean, with a hit on the board, if he does walk me here, that should give me something, right? Okay, he's not throwing pitches out of the zone, though. Probably should have been able to hit that one. Oh, there's no way I didn't get around on that. I can't believe it, man. I am so bad in player locks, and I don't get it. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, I guess granted, it's not like I've been hitting well so far with any of these Cubs. But there's just something different about player locks. I don't know. I don't know if one hit... Yeah, one hit's not going to give me anything. So we get no performance boost. More negative momentum. Another loss on the record for the season. This is... That disappointed me. I wanted Christopher Morel to have as good of a season as he could have. And now we might not have that chance. So what's this going to do? That's probably going to flip us slightly negative. Yup. Just got to hope for a quick turnaround. At some point, I got to start hitting, right? Okay, we get swept. They're telling me to mess with trade management. Already done. So hopefully this means a trade will be popping up soon. We're going to keep losing. All right, we're on a bit of a losing streak here. What are we up to? 5 in a row? We're down to a 5-12 record, and yep, that's 5 losses in a row. Dude, this is bad. Player locks are your number 1 enemy this year. They are mine too. We have scored 58 runs, and we've given up 105. It is a rough start, guys. It is a very rough start. I mean, we just soldier on though, right? That's all we can do. 3-3 tie against the D-backs to try and break this losing streak. Looks like we have the runner on. And you know what? I need water. It's kind of crazy. I would consider myself... You know what? I'm blocking... Just so you guys can see real quick. There's our standings. But I would consider myself a pretty hydrated person. So when I heard people say that streamers forget to drink water during the stream, I'm like, that's not a problem I'm going to have. Now I've been sitting here for an hour and a half, haven't taken a sip of water. All right. Now we're going right back into the game, though, so we'll change this back. Hop in. Got to put up at least a run this time. Player locks come up at the worst time for you. I feel like they always come up for me when I'm ready to, like, end the current episode that I'm in. Like in the White Sox one. Like, I'll be recording for about an hour, and then the next moment's a player lock. And it's like, well, guess I'm saving it for the start of next episode. You know what? Let's see. What do we have going on here? 3-3 tie. We've got a Dansby homer. Couple hits from Suzuki. Javier Assad's gone 6. Giving up 3 runs. That's not a bad start. That's a quality start, actually. They've got a lot of extra base hits, though. So it's lucky we only... have given up the 3. What's good, Wimbo? How you doing, man? I thought I just hit a home run for you with Hap, but no, I'm off of it. I have not been hitting yet with these Cubs. So you're in for a ride here because I'm playing frustrated right now. I feel like we just need that one good swing. We need somebody to just turn on the ball, hit a perfect no-doubter, and then I'll start feeling good about things.
Right back up the middle. First offering misses badly for ball one. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Ryan Thompson getting ready to go. Mantiply getting cranked up as well.
And that's not going to do it. I'm late. I'm behind it again. We throw away our first inning. Had that runner on. Couldn't even move him up to second. All right, yeah. Assad's out of energy, so we got to go to that bullpen. I forgot to warm anybody else up, but I haven't used Merriweather yet, so I'll give him a shot. Want to make sure we get Mark Leiter Jr. warmed up, though, because he's the best pitcher in the world. Does March to October start with the latest updated roster? Is it always the release roster? I'm not 100% sure. I tried loading the most updated roster before I got into this, but it still seems like it's the release roster. But I feel like in the past, it has updated to like the first roster post opening day. So it might do that whenever they update the roster, or maybe when they do like an attribute update to the roster. That might be the one that is stuck for the rest of the year in the mode. But I feel like they got to update it at some point, because like there's players, Yamamoto, Imanaga on the Cubs, Jung-Hoo Lee. Like, those players aren't in the rosters right now in March to October. You got trades like the Dylan Cease trade, where he's still on the White Sox on these rosters. So I feel like they got to update it at some point. Like, they can't have one of their main modes in the game be out of date like that bad.
Sometimes you just have to tip your cap. Alec Thomas now. That's a ball. Wouldn't chase that time. Flips the corner, and now it's even 1-1. Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Okay, we're going to get there, right, Hap? I don't really like how these silver outfielders keep getting these terrible reactions on the balls they have to run in to get. Happened with Bellinger last game? 2 games ago? What was it? All right, there we go. Pop up, popped him up again. 1, 2, 3 inning for Merriweather. Kept them where they're at. We need that because I need all the help I can get.
And the Diamondbacks down. Righty reliever out of the pen.
Ryan Thompson. He's got no runs allowed in 7 innings so far, and I feel like he's a guy with a weird release, isn't he? Like some kind of submarine sidearm situation. Yeah, that little crouch doesn't make me feel good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he is dropping down full sidearm. Feel like I should sit the PCI out here. Well, that would have been a good move if I kept it there, but I went and moved it. Moved it up and swung early. You know what other game I would love to play? If, you know, I was talking earlier about playing other games. I'm sorry, I forget who exactly it was that said I should play The Last of Us. Oh, he's gone. It was Teen Dad Gaming said I should play The Last of Us. But I would love to play some Red Dead 2. That's one of my favorite games. The music's been stuck in my head the last couple days. It's kind of making me want to play that game again. That's a long one. That'd be a big commitment to say that I'm just going to play through Red Dead 2 on stream at some point. But that'd still be a while away. I probably shouldn't be hyping something up that I am not going to be doing anytime soon. Submarine pitchers are your least favorite? Yeah. I think they're just about everybody's least favorite to hit. Although I feel like sometimes when you face people in Diamond Dynasty that use a submarine pitcher, sometimes they use them a little predictably. So if you kind of like take away the predictable thing that they'll throw, they're somewhat easy to hit. And like that's just not a pitch that you should ever be missing or that I should ever be missing, and I am missing it every single time I'm seeing it today. You usually start your March to October after the first full roster update, so you can have everyone where they belong. Wasn't sure if it actually made a difference though. Yeah, don't don't take my word for it. Don't quote me on it because I don't know for sure, but I feel like that's how it's been in the past. Dude, I can't keep missing that. He is hanging sliders right down the pipe. I actually timed it up, which I haven't been doing, and then the PCI is down here. Like, what are we doing?
Two down, nobody on. Nope, ball. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 outs.
I missed another one. I know that's a better spot, but still. That's still down the middle that way. You know, I'll take a fluke. No, we're not even going to get a fluke. We can't even get a bloop base hit. Can't do anything right at the plate. You know, it just occurred to me, though. I don't think I gave my whole spiel that I had planned in my head at the start of this, because I wanted to talk about how, even though I'm a White Sox fan, I don't sit here and say that I hate the Cubs. Like, I'm not a Cubs hater. So anybody that's watching this that's a Cubs fan and is worried about a White Sox fan using the Cubs, I'm not going to sit here and slander them. I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about the Cubs, because I don't dislike the Cubs. When I was young growing up, you know, I kind of bought into the whole Cubs-White Sox rivalry. Like, oh, I'm a Sox fan, so I hate the Cubs. But 2015, when they put that team together, and then the next year when they won their World Series, I couldn't not root for the Cubs. And then now as I've gotten older, I've kind of outgrown that whole Cubs-Sox rivalry thing, because it's just like, I don't know. It's not like the two teams are in direct competition all that much. They're in different leagues, different divisions. Kind of makes it easier to just be like, all right, I don't mind the Cubs. If they're decent, I'll have fun. Especially right now when, wait, Kevin, you're saying I hate Javi Baez and Wilson Contreras? When have I said that? Tell me when I've said that, because I would probably believe you with all the stuff you seem to remember about me. Like I said earlier, man, you remember things about me I don't even remember, so. I feel like I've always, I mean, right now, Baez is an easy guy to make fun of because it's like he sucks and he's on the Tigers.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Are we going to sit this guy down? I kept leaving the ball right down the middle to him. It's only a matter of time that before he does that. Have I even warmed up anybody else, or did I forget to? Literally last week? Give me the receipts on that, because I don't think I said that. I really don't. I'm trying to rack my brain.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Up to the plate.
Okay, I left him another pitch right down the middle, but Mark Leiter Jr. is just so good, he's not going to give up a hit. Foul balls happen way too frequently. It feels like that sometimes. Then again, I am playing on legend difficulty, so guess it makes sense if some of the better players extend the at-bats a bit. Always a Brizzo fan, though. I feel like I've always enjoyed, like, the Cubs, man. 2016 Cubs, all those personalities, Baez and Contreras included. I had fun with them. I mean, like, if anybody, I could see myself saying negative things about Baez, but Contreras, like, I can't even sit here and say any negative thoughts I've had about Wilson Contreras.
New inning getting started, and now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Thompson back to work.
Oh, come on, dude. I cannot hit this guy. They're leaving him in for another inning just because they know I'm not putting together any good at-bats against him.
Confidence in a team that a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run, they can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Madrigal in the box, lays off for ball one.
You know, I do, though. I'm still trying to think about saying anything bad about Baez or Contreras. And I don't know. I'm thinking back to when it was the whole debate between who's the best shortstop in Chicago. Is it Tim Anderson or is it Javi Baez? Looking back on that now, it's like that's who we were comparing it between. They might be the two worst shortstops in baseball after last season.
Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2.
Please say I held up. Okay, there we go. It's Nicky 2 strikes making his return. Look at the at-bat he's putting together with 2 strikes on him. Just top it off with a good swing. Or a walk. Walk works too. We've got a runner on.
Just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
That's just too good of a pitch. You're not allowed to make that good of a pitch. Not when I'm struggling like this.
And a pitch.
Jeez, dude, what am I chasing? What am I sitting here chasing? Biggest tool in Chicago 2018 edition? I have no idea what that means. You're going to have to explain that.
Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Wouldn't chase.
Okay, we're working this back. Went down 0-2, back to 2-2. I bet if he puts Gomes on in any way, we'll see a new arm. Okay, now it's a 3-2 count.
Michael Bush on deck for the Cubs.
All right. My eye has came back to me. That's 2 straight walks. Oh, TA and Baez. I don't know. Tim Anderson wasn't good enough yet in 2018. Nobody in 2018 was going to make the case that Anderson was better. It wasn't until 19 and beyond. You've been to a Cubs game and you really love the fans? I've been to a couple Cubs games. I went to a Brewers versus Cubs game in Milwaukee when both teams were good. That's probably my favorite game I've ever been to. It felt like a playoff game, and it was in June. A lot of fans from both teams showing up. Fun atmosphere. No, I tried to check swing. I hit it so lightly actually that I feel like that's why I swung. You're gonna walk this game off today? You?
This is a big moment in this game.
Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. 1 for 3.
There we go. There we go. Finally a good swing. We're gonna get a run out of it. Look at Ian Happ. Leave it to Ian Happ to get the big swing.
It's 4-3.
Finally, I broke through. Kevin, I don't know when you came back, but man, things have gone rough. I'm down to like 5-12. I'm on a 5-game losing streak. So we needed that. That was a big swing.
So up next.
Okay, he got into his got set way too quick there. We got to get Adbert ready to go. Or should I just leave Mark Leiter Jr. in? I mean, at this point, he's probably the guy I trust the most. Why are they leaving Ryan Thompson in, though? He's given up a run. He's 30 pitches in. Well, probably because I'm still swinging at that.
Strike one.
dude. Oh, dude, no. I felt so good after the half swing, and now I can't make a swing. In your March to October, Dansby won MVP, because when you played, he's just... Oh, he goes off. Yeah, man, I had that last year, my Nationals March to October. Joey Meneses just kept going crazy. He won back-to-back MVPs. Yeah, that's Corbin Carroll out there. That's not going to drop in. At least we got one. Took the lead. And we'll have... Well, I don't know. I actually don't know if I want to bring in Adbert or stick with Leiter. I mean, Leiter was only 5 pitches in. He's been so good for me in these 2 appearances so far. I'm going to stick with him. I trust Mark Leiter Jr. In Mark Leiter Jr., we trust. Look at that. Like, look at that pitch. Look at that spot. Only Mark Leiter Jr. is pulling that off. No, we're not getting the chase, though. Thought that was coming up next. Okay, we're not getting any chases. It's going to turn into one of those at-bats, isn't it? Oh, and now I got a yellow? How? Okay, I'm lucky. They put that right down the middle, not where I wanted it. Let's try and get another chase. Or we'll just hang it worse than I've ever hung a curveball before. But Mark Leiter Jr. works his magic. That's just a routine fly ball. I can throw anything with this guy. You're right, Mike. He is the GOAT. I've thrown, what, like 2 2 2/3 innings with this guy? I think I can confidently say he's the GOAT. Never mind Babe Ruth, never mind Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, it's Mark Leiter Jr.
Stands in now, looks at that one inside. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the last half.
Okay, but he's not getting swings. They're not swinging the bat against him anymore.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're
Would love a rollover on this pitch. Or we'll throw it right down the middle, but he's too good. I want to punch out on the 12-6. That's what we crave with Mark Leiter Jr. Can't hold up. One more out to go.
Diamondbacks down to their final out. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And a strike in there. A 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Okay, 1 to go. Do I just be predictable here and go back to the 12-6? Seems to be what works. Can it work one more time? It got the swing, but are we going to get him? Oh, we did. All right, just barely. Just barely got him at first. That was, that had me worried for a second, but we're good. That was a big win. 3 fireballs. That's gonna end our losing streak, and that should hopefully give us a couple wins here in this next set of games. In real life, he's a lefty specialist. So he got a good cutter. It's probably what would do it, right? All right, what do we got? What do we got here? 3 fireballs with no momentum before. That's a good fireball. That's some good momentum. I say a couple wins and then a quick turnaround. We got a 4-game series against Miami. Okay, at least we won it. Would have liked the sweep. Now we get to play the Astros. Just a generic finish, strong for morale boosting win. We have the lead, 1-0. We're back to only 3 games back because this division is rough up and down, but 9 and 13 puts us 3 games back. And you know what? We must have had a really good sim because last time I looked at this, I think we had scored 58 total runs and given up 105. And in the meantime, we've put up, what would the math be? 28 and given up 10? Not bad. A splitter's what does it? I guess that makes sense. That's his primary pitch. in the computer world. All right, 1-0, 8th inning. We've got 2 innings to hold the Astros where they're at. We're the home team. Let's get into it. Let's pick ourselves up another win. We've got a 2-hit shutout going right now from Javier Assad. I wonder how much gas he's got left in the tank. What are we looking like here? 79 pitches in. He's in the yellow. We got to take him out. Only guy they had warming up is Adbert. But you know what? We've got Mark Leiter Jr. full of energy again. We can get him in right away. I think that might be the move. Although Diaz is much better against righties, but he's kind of the only one. I'm going to do it. There's no reason not to bring in Mark Leiter Jr. with a lead. Look at him. 5 1/3. No runs given up yet. 55.6% strikeout rate. Let's just see, though. I'm curious. Where is our run come from today? We've got, of course, it's a Christopher Morel solo shot. Even without succeeding in his player lock, dude's still coming through for us. All right, let's go. Actually, let's get one more guy warming up just in case. And now let's go. Okay, well, I keep leaving that cutter right down the middle, and it hasn't bit me yet. You know, it's funny how you say the splitter makes Mark Leiter Jr. good in real life. I feel like splitters against the CPU, at least in this game, just they don't always work great. Like, they always feel like they take that pitch. I feel like CPU just does not chase the splitter. But you know what they have been chasing? They've been chasing the 12-6. Oh, but he's not this time? What? We can't be having that. Well, what do I go to now? What's the put-away pitch? I just said splitters don't work against the CPU, and now I'm throwing one. Didn't want it there. Didn't want it there, but we're still good. We're still fine. Should I just go heat up and in? Challenge him on 3-2, see what he does. He almost did some damage. But fortunately, we got it just high enough for him to be under it. It's just a fly out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle.
There we go. That's a pitch right there. Let's try and do that again, running away. He throws it for a strike and uses it like a changeup to get ahead a lot. Okay. I'm terrified to do that in the game, but okay. Oh, dude, what are we doing? Making contact on that? If you're swinging, you should be swinging and missing. Give it to him again. Double up on this pitch. Oh, no, what is that? Dude, why do I keep getting these tutorials? And it's giving me the yellow throw because it threw me off. Wait, but that was a perfect throw. And we got the out. Okay, sure. Still don't know why these tutorials are popping up. I might have to look into that if some setting got changed off stream. Because all my settings are still the same. So I don't know why those would be popping up now. I mean, do we go to it again? I'm getting so predictable with what I throw with 2 strikes. That one's going to drop in. Hung a couple of those pitches where you don't want them to be. All right, who's their 9-hitter? Dubon? Can I stop leaving pitches right down the middle? I'm failing Mark Leiter Jr. here. This game has gone very differently for me with him. I keep missing my spots.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. Here's Kyle Tucker. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
All right, there we go. Slider for a strike against the lefty. That's like the blueprint for what you were saying, Kevin. Now let's go to this 12-6 for strike 3. No, come on, swing the bat. You wanted to. You know you wanted to. There's no way he fouled that off. No way. Let's front door him here. We're going to hit the corner perfectly. Yep, that was perfectly on the corner. And he barely tapped that ball. He didn't hit it hard at all. We're going to the bottom of the 8th with the 1-run lead, and I feel like I need more. Rafael Montero. I feel like this is also a guy I sometimes have trouble hitting. What does he got here? Yeah, he throws kind of hard. He's got the sinker, slider combo. That's fine. Didn't really want to swing, but it's a strike anyway. Man, that pre-Ivy outfield wall right now looks horrible. I don't know what it is about being in the game here, but man, that looks ugly. In real life, I don't feel like it looks all that ugly before the ivy grows in, but here, and of course, we'll just line out. One of the best swings I've made all day, and it's an out.
He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch.
All right, come on. I want to do some damage here. I have not put together many good swings at the plate since we've started playing this, and it's because of that. I keep getting pitches to hit, and I'm not hitting them. I don't know what's going on.
Even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
I'm turning on that fastball right now. It was too far in front of that one, though. Yep, and that's the perfect pitch you throw after I'm early on the fastball in, isn't it? My God. Morel, save me, buddy. Save me, Morel. Get your second bomb of the day. I want to, if there's anybody on this team I want to hit a perfect no-doubter with right now, it's probably Morel. If that's on the corner, apparently, or on the edge of the zone, I'm able to turn on it. But the second he throws it a little bit down the middle, that's when I'm late.
Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in.
Okay, good spot. Nope, and they made me swing. All right, perfect. I am, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm not looking good at the plate this entire stream. Not going to leave Mark Leiter Jr. in. He's 22 pitches deep. We'll go to our closer. We'll go to Adbert. He's only got a 5.79 ERA. He can handle this. Top of the order, too. Man, I keep forgetting. It's fast. For him, you got to be fast.
Just off the outside edge.
Okay, there we go. 2-0 count. Good fastball up and away. We get a weak pop fly. God, Jordan is a scary hitter to face when you're only up by 1 in the 9th. I don't want to throw him anything but that, but he's not going to chase it, is he? Yeah, he's not.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
What about a sweeping curve? Chances are I hang this. Oh, no, that was a good spot. All right, and we got a perfect release on it. I just wish he actually swung and missed. And then he's... I want to stay outside. I'm a little scared to go to the fastball, though, but that's what we're doing. He's waiting me out. Maybe a high slider. This is... Nope. That is an amazing pitch. Like, that's exactly where I wanted that to be, and he's just spitting on it. Now they're going to the pinch runner. Altuve up. I don't like this. Oh, run yourself out. Nope, because what just happened? I think it bounced off Altuve after it bounced off of Gomes.
And there goes the the double play possibility.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed.
Dude,
Base hit's probably gonna be
I'm getting a little frustrated with the patience of these Astros right now, and then I leave a sinker right down the middle. Sinker's tough to time up here with Alzolay. Oh my God. Wait, he's going to third, and he's going to get there too. Gomes is not good behind the dish. Wow.
as a closer.
2 pitches in the dirt, and he's letting him move all the way up to third.
Handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days.
Okay, that's huge. It doesn't matter how hard he hit it. It's just an out that keeps him at third. That's all we care about.
That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
And fouled off. The tying run is 90 feet away.
Okay, good pitch. 0-2 count. I'm going to go to that sweeping curve. God, was I really too fast? Still was a pretty decent pitch, though, for an 0-2 pitch.
Alzolay is just one.
Dude, come on. What am I... He's just barely off on these pitches, and he just yanks it into the dirt. There we go. Horner, you're there. Okay. By the absolute skin of our teeth there, we hung on to that one. I mean, dude, we had the perfect from Altuve right to Nico Horner. Even that last play was in danger of getting through and tying the game, but we'll hang on. We also got an extra fireball for holding the shutout, so that's 3 more to add on. I still don't feel like I'm playing great, but our record's going to hopefully continue to improve, adding 3 more on, and that's what we need. Feel like we need a trade popping up soon too. We're getting to that point in the season where I would think the first trade should be popping up at any moment here. So yeah, that'll add on. It's a pretty decent sized fireball. And how many games do we have against Houston here? Okay. Still can't sweep the series. I don't know if we've had a series sweep yet. We get to face the Red Sox, and this is big. We get a chance to finish off a no-hitter with Justin Steele to set the team on fire, and it really does. If we finish this, from my experience in the past, you get a full momentum meter. 8 fireballs. We just got to actually finish it, which doesn't always happen. Would like to be up by more than 2, because I feel like sometimes if you're up by like 5 or something or more, then you can be a little less cautious with the pitches and just try and throw a lot of pitches out of the zone, because all we care about is not giving up a hit. But here we got to care about protecting the lead. So we're 11-14, 3.5 back. The Cardinals are actually kind of starting to play decent here. They're the only team above 500. I mean, our run differential is getting a lot better. We've definitely made some improvements there. And we also, I didn't even realize this, we haven't played a single divisional game yet. We're 0-0 against teams in the division. All right, but let's do this. Let's get into this here with Justin Steele. Try and shut down Boston on the road. We've got a walk on the board, so it's not a perfect game, but I feel like we knew that. Otherwise, it would have said perfect game. Is mini seasons worth it in Diamond Dynasty? It depends on what your definition of worth it is, really. Because, like, the rewards themselves are kind of whatever. But on the other hand, it's free packs, it's parallel XP progress, it's program progress if you use the right players. So it all kind of depends on what your definition of worth it is. All right. Let's just go. I was going to pause and look at some things, but we don't care. We're only controlling Justin Steele here. There's only so much we can do.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition. It really looks like these hitters have been...
See if Justin Steele's 12-6 is as good as Mark Leiter Jr.'s. It looks like it. We got a 3-pitch punch out. 8 more outs to go. We're counting outs.
Just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
That's in there, and that is strike 1.
Oh, okay, we got a guy there. Didn't want... Oh, no. Okay, that's not a hit. It's not a hit, right? There's no way that's a hit. Okay, yeah, they are calling it an error. I don't know what Nico Horner, Gold Glover over there, is doing making an error for me. At least the no-hitter's intact. I don't know, though, man. I was going to say, feels like whenever you're in a no-hitter pitcher-player lock like this, the CPU turns up to, like, super legend difficulty. The hitters are the toughest to get out that they ever are. And apparently now we got to worry about errors being made. But we're going to double them up. All right, get that runner off the base. Get our 2 outs right away. We're good. His slider is his out pitch in real life, an elevated fastball. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I really like the sinker, though. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how much he throws that in real life, but... especially lefty inside against the CPU. I like that pitch. You're doing a White Sox franchise and you called up Colson Montgomery and he did amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for Colson Montgomery in the March to October. It won't be happening in this first season because he's not on the 40-man, but I'm hoping, because he's up to like a 75 overall in the minors, so I'm hoping that in between seasons he can just get called up. No, let's try this. Let's try this circle change. Okay. That's too much yellow. No harm, though. Oh, look at that. Look at that pitch. Slider is definitely his out pitch.
Up next for the Red Sox. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. That catches the corner.
I mean, the further we get into this without giving up a hit, I feel like just the more nervous you get, because you're just waiting for that blooper. You're waiting for the fluke bunt single, even. I don't know. I feel like I've given up the no hitter in so many different ways in March to October in the past.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
See, that worried me. Seeing that contact for a split second worried me, because I'm like, oh, that's going to bloop in over the third baseman's head. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can spot this in a spot where he's going to... Oh, nope, that was a good pitch. Wasn't really expecting the take there from Reese McGuire. And, yep, that one's going to get through. All right. Of course it'd be Reese McGuire, lefty. We made it 4 outs away. See, now instantly, since this is a player lock, this was for a performance boost. But in my experience on this game, the second you give up that first hit, you're down to like only a 1+ is the best you can get. Like, I can strike out every batter from now on, keep this as a shutout, and they'll give me a 1+ and say, well, you didn't get the no-hitter, but you had a solid outing. His fastball has that crazy vertical break that makes it look like it's rising, so he throws it up in the zone. Yeah, they don't do a good job translating that into the game. Because, I mean, especially if you're using steel online and you're trying to throw 92 up, that's probably not going to work out too well.
Next offering is down low. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
All right, we'll take it. Caught him looking for strike 3. It's all about picking up this win now. I wonder how they would go about bringing that vertical break on fastballs aspect into the game. Like, would it just be like them adding a different pitch type? Kind of like how a running fastball is a pitch type in this game that like nobody seems to have, but it still exists. I feel like people in real life that just like their four seam kind of has that arm side run, they call it, right? It's still just a four seam fastball, but they have a running fastball in the game as its own pitch. I wonder if they would have to add in a rising fastball.
Going too soon. It's strike 2.
All right, there we go. We got him, I think, early on that fastball up and in.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
All right, I messed this up last time. Oh, man, I thought I was timing it up with what it showed me. I was way too slow. Still a good pitch.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole.
I don't really know why I'm throwing this on 0-2. Oh, because it's a perfect pitch. That's why. Just make the ball rise. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking in my head. But, like, imagine what it would look like seeing the straight changeup type break, but just upside down. That'd be so weird looking.
And next for the Red Sox, Rob Refsnyder.
Oh, okay. That ball was smacked. I kind of thought we were going to have to deal with a base runner. Of course, we get a relatively weak base hit up the middle from McGuire, but then the perfect swing we get an out on. We do at least get the 1+ for steal. We get a 2+ for the team getting inspired by the dominance. If they use RPM in the game, every ball realized from X height with Y. You're bringing in XYZ into an MLB The Show stream? Kevin, buddy, I haven't taken a math class in years. I don't even know what X, Y, and Z mean anymore. No, but I know what you're trying to say. It's just way too involved for my tiny little brain to comprehend right now. I don't know, something like that, though, I feel like would take like a whole change of engine or something on this game, which it probably needs. I don't know about that stuff. I don't know about game development, but it feels like largely the game's played the same for a while now. All right, so what's this going to turn into? We already had a pretty good fireball. We're going to be adding 2 more fireballs onto that. We could have a decent stretch here. We were, what, 3.5 back? I could see us breaking even. We still can't sweep a series, though. And here we go. All right, our first trade opportunity of the season. Man, I would have actually thought for a 78 overall, 31-year-old lefty, it takes this much. We got to give up a 73 overall that's 7 years younger plus an A potential shortstop. I mean, again, we're only focused on this one season, so if that's what it takes to make this trade, I'll probably do it. I just hope one of these other 2 trades is better. I guess that's a fair point. They do use ball physics off the bat. All right. Yeah, I would prefer not to make this trade, but we need one of these other ones to be better. Who do we got? Dodgers. They're offering Walker Buehler. Well, this is already a better trade. We're giving up 1 less player, and we're getting probably a better player. Because I know Walker Buehler's still working through his injury in real life, but he's not hurt here. I mean, he's playing baseball. He's made 6 starts. Matt Shaw is a dog, if you know who he is. I don't know who he is. I just know he's an A potential 22-year-old 65. Problem is, he's not on the 40-man. And just with how I've come to learn how March to October works, if a player's not on the 40-man, they're not going to get called up. They're not going to get fast-tracked, at least in this season. And since this first season's the only one I care about, if he can never contribute for the big league team, I feel like there's no point in holding on to him. So, for now at least, this is the front runner trade to add Walker Buehler to this team. How about the Orioles? They're looking to give up a lefty. It's really nothing to get him. Maybe this would be better. Even if Danny Coulomb isn't as good of a pitcher, we still don't really have a good lefty. What am I blocking here? Yeah, I'll just turn turn this off real quick so you guys can see our pitching situation here. But our only two lefties in the bullpen right now is Drew Smiley as a long reliever and then Luke Little as a 52 overall. Like, we don't need that. Or what I was going to say is what we do need is actually a better lefty. All right, here, let me bring me back. Send that up to the top right. Dude may be up this year to play third. He hit 350 in all the minors. Okay, that's exciting. I mean, I know you're talking about real life, but obviously what I said for this stands to get rid of him here. But I mean, for a multi-season March to October, this would definitely be a fun guy to hang on to. I mean, catcher secondary, that alone intrigues me on this card. I'm honestly leaning towards this Danny Coulomb trade because we're not giving up any of our big pieces to get him. We definitely need a lefty in that bullpen. We don't have, like, I don't think there's any lefty right now if we're up one in like the 7th or 8th inning that I would bring in. I'm not bringing in Smiley or Luke Little to shut anybody down. Okay, what happened when you were gone? Let's see. When did you leave? How bad did things get when you left? Because we dropped a bunch of games in a row, dropped down to 5-12, and now we're working on bringing it back. We're close to 500 again, and now we've got a trade. I'm trying to decide pretty much between Walker Buehler and Danny Coulomb, but I'm kind of set on this trade. I'm kind of set on adding this lefty. I think we're just gonna pull the trigger on this one because, yeah, I'm good with getting rid of either of these guys. We need a lefty. Let's go ahead and commit to this. Danny Coulomb is being picked up from the Orioles. I almost called them the Rays. Like, what? Baltimore Rays? That's not it. All right. Official. Danny Coulomb is a Cub. 97 break, 99 break. 77 hits per 9. Good lefty to add to the team. We're still simming, and we've got a fast track. All right. This is probably not who I would have wanted it to be, but it kind of doesn't matter. I feel like when I fast tracked a D potential, that's where the Cubs use Leiter as a lefty specialist. I guess that's fair, but I don't know. I don't really. I mean, let's be fair. Mark Leiter Jr. right now is an everyone specialist. But if he's a little gassed, we got to have that big lefty to come in. All right, but anyway, Cam Sanders here, 64 overall, 27 years old, D potential. Might not seem exciting, but when I've fast-tracked D potentials in the past, they actually move all the way up to a B. So this isn't that bad. If we get him up to a B potential, get that overall up to 70, get a chance to call him up, he could get up to a 76. This is a pretty good arm. That turns into a pretty good arm. That would actually be our... Okay, I'm not really covering anything up. That would be our third best arm behind Hendricks. He'd be right in with Taillon and Assad. So, I mean, he's our only option. We got to pick him. And, you know what? Actually, these pitcher-player locks, when you pitch the whole game, they kind of turn into a longer one. And I said I was only going to be on for about 2 to 2.5 hours. So I might call the stream here. I know it kind of sucks that I bigged up that I was going to do this this fast track, and then I'm going to say we're going to save it for next time. But I think I'm going to call it quits here. So we'll save this for next time. We got through a pretty decent chunk here. 32 games into the season to start our Cubs March to October. Okay, I didn't look at this yet, so we can take a look here before we head out. But 15-16, 1 game back from getting back up to 500, 2 games back in the division. We're up to 14th ranked now too somehow. So, but yeah, all right, that's where I'm going to call it. Thank you guys. I know you just got back, Teen Dad. I'm sorry, but this the replay should be up hopefully immediately, so you can just go back to what you missed, catch back up, and then be ready to come back next time. don't know exactly when I'll be back next time, but now that we actually have a series to be focused on streaming, it hopefully won't be too long. I just don't know exactly when it'll be, so stay tuned. I'll schedule it in advance. I'll probably make a community post letting you guys know when the next stream is going to be. But for now, I guess that's really all I have to say. So thanks again for coming out, guys. Thanks for stopping by, everybody who stopped by. And that's going to do it for me today, guys. So thanks again, and I will see you whenever the next time is that I see you.